Welcome back to another Clash Royale video, guys, and it looks like I actually accidentally hit level 9 donating some troops inside of my clan, so I thought I'd start a recording right now and share all of that fun with you. So yeah, let's go back to the clan chat right here. I'm gonna finish my donations and then let's hop into my first battle as level 9 and see if we can win it. Let's do it. I'm actually using a new strategy, as you're gonna see in a moment. I adapted something I saw quite a lot on multiplayer, and it's actually the giant balloon strategy. So we're gonna take a look at that. But first off, I wanted to apologize for uploading not so frequently recently. I had a lot of stuff going on in my private life, so I'm definitely gonna try to make it a little bit more frequent now. And yeah, just to reward you guys for sticking with me, I thought I'd upload an extra long video today. So yeah, lots of Clash Royale fun coming up. Sit back and enjoy it. Okay, so here you see the push. The giant is going in, followed by the balloon. This is very important that you do this order because the giant is supposed to block the hits. So the balloon can take some free shots at the tower. And I actually placed some minions behind right here. Balloon unfortunately only got off one shot because the wizard and some little troops countered it pretty nicely, so definitely a good defense on his part right there, and he has a huge elixir advantage right now on me. But anyways, the balloon got a hit off, so we're leading in damage, so it's time to play some defense right now, see what he does, find out his win condition, and then see where we can go from there. So he places down a lava hound all the way in the back, and this is quite a tough troop for me to stop, so Baby Dragon goes down immediately. Obviously the lava hound is going to be backed up by something, so I'm putting down the cannon just to distract a little bit. Dragon is going in, there you see some minions. They are attacking my dragon and the balloon is coming in behind, so this is definitely trouble right here. As you can see, I don't have any counter in my hand. All I can do is throw some arrows and hope it does some damage. But the balloon is gonna get a hit off and the lava hound's on the tower also, so once that explodes it's already GG for the first tower. Couldn't really stop this one, so the deck that I have right here is definitely a bit vulnerable to air. So if you're playing with this one, you might want to switch, I guess maybe like the mini packer out and put the minion horde in. As another lava hound and balloon approach my tower, once again I can't do anything than go for a counter push and cycle through my cards to get some better defending cards. But I obviously have the mini packer since the Royal Giant is still so strong currently. And the mini packer is one of the best counters to the Royal Giant, so you can switch out the mini packer for the minion horde because that's also a good counter to the Royal Giant. But if you get attacked by an air deck like this, you can also counter that with the minion horde, so that will probably be a good change. As for this battle, it doesn't look too hard for winning it as my first battle as a level 9, but maybe we can just get this one tower down on the left right here to at least get a crown for my crown chest, and it looks like the Baby Dragon will be able to do it, and his balloon and lava hound are once again coming in, and as I told you, nothing to stop those, so second tower goes down and that's the victory for him just as overtime was about to start. Unfortunate minus 29, but let's go ahead and hop into the next battle right away and see if we can do a little bit better. Alright, so let's hop into our next battle inside the Royal Arena. This is obviously a replay since the live recording took a little bit too long. We are going to be facing off against Awesome Play 3R, and it looks like he has one of the meta decks, switched it up just a little bit, but he's using a lot of cards that are currently very strong, like the Valkyrie, the Royal Giant, also the cannon is still pretty strong. Looking at my starting hand, I am starting off with a mini packer and some spear goblins since I don't really have anything else to play, so I may as well use those. But as you can see, using the mini packer maybe wasn't the smartest idea because he has the Royal Giant and my cannon was late, so the giant locks onto the tower and gets some nice hits off because before my minions can counter it and take it down. Musketeer is going to take care of my minions and we are going to be resetting right here, but I don't want to give him too much breathing room, so my push goes in right away with the giant and the balloon. He panic drops a cannon in a pretty bad location because it doesn't pull my balloon off his path, and the giant goes down, but the balloon is able to get off 2 hits, and you see the huge amount of damage that this does to the tower. Tower is almost down already with only 1 push, so that's how powerful the giant and balloon strategy is. But obviously you're using lots of elixir for this push, so it also leaves you vulnerable for counter push, and if your enemy can counter your offense with a good amount of cards, they will be coming at your tower, so definitely look out, look for your hand, look what cards are coming up next for you, so you can always save yourself from the next counter push. So notice he actually has a really nice push right here, or had a very nice push, because my baby dragon obviously would have taken out his bomber and musketeer, so he puts the royal giant right in front, but the mini P.E.K.K.A chews through it so quickly. That's why it's one of the best counters against the royal giant, and luckily I was able to stop his push anyways. So once again it's the giant and the balloon going in with some spear goblins behind, and this is gonna be the tower. Obviously the giant goes down to the bomber and the musketeer, but the balloon can't be stopped, and it's actually gonna get a hit off against the king tower. And once he's still busy with that, I'm trying a little sneak attack on the left right here with the mini P.E.K.K.A, but it doesn't work out so well. Once again I should have saved the mini P.E.K.K.A, as the cannon goes down only for some more damage on the royal giant along with the baby dragon and the minions. Not really able to stop that, so it took a lot of damage right there. Not the best play. The Valkyrie is gonna get countered by the cannon still, so don't have to worry about that. And once again giant balloon going in right here. If the first tower is down, guys, if you can get 1 tower down from your opponent, this strategy is even more powerful, because you can send giant and balloon in with a much shorter distance to the next tower, so they can get there and get hits off much quicker. So if you are able to get 1 tower down early, definitely go for it. It's worth it, even if you take some damage on your own crown towers, because once again your opponent always has to be on his heels if you get the first tower down, because you can get both of those powerful troops to his tower so quickly. Alright, so for our next battle we are going to be facing off against Mur, and it looks like he's another royal giant user. The cannon, you may have noticed, actually went down in time this time, so definitely give me a thumbs up for that. Improved play right there. If you can't give me a thumbs up right now, just leave me a like on this video, that also works just fine. But looks like our balloon got distracted big time right here. Some pretty good cannon placement by him, but we might as well just switch it up and take the balloon to the right tower, get a couple of hits off. I'm not sure what he was doing right there. Looks like, looking into his hand, he actually didn't have a very good counter, so couldn't really do anything about the balloon. Notice he actually has a deck that doesn't counter air very well, kind of like the problem that I was running into in the last battle, or the second to last battle. Definitely always be on the lookout for that, guys. You need to have a deck that's strong enough to counter some air troops, because otherwise you're going to be in trouble. So for this one, you can once again remove the like from the video, because the cannon was late again. I am really struggling against the royal giant with my cannon placement. You have to put it down just in the nick of time, and if you're thinking about different cards or what player you're gonna be doing next, it's pretty likely to miss the right time. But here goes my favorite push once again. The giant is stopped in his tracks by the barbarians, and he has, as I said, really good cannon placement again, but the balloon is gonna go back to his tower. He doesn't have a counter, so this is gonna be... It's not gonna be the tower, because he fireballed me down. Oh well, gonna have another go at it then. Baby dragon going towards the tower. Let's see what he plays. Actually, a royal giant is pretty smart right here, because it turns my baby dragon around. He is on his toes right here to keep me off his tower, I'm definitely dominating this battle. So always nice if you know you are in control and your opponent only has to play defense. But it can also be tough, because your opponent tends to have such a defensive mindset, if that is the case, that it's just tough to get to the tower, period. So I decided to switch it up right here, go for the left tower, and looks like the balloon got through this time. He decides he has to play some offense, which is definitely true. We get each other's tower down pretty much at the same time right here. My balloon once again gets a hit off, against his king tower. Giant goes down, he counters pretty nice with the cannon and some arrows for the minions right here. His royal giant goes down, so at this moment it's a spam fest pretty much. Everybody's trying to rush the other one and it's pretty tough to keep up. The skeletons, the 1 elixir skeletons, which are gonna get nerfed in our next update, if you didn't know about that yet, are obviously a very, very good counter against the mini P.E.K.K.A. Fireball cannon versus my air troops looks like it's gonna work out for him this time. So it's getting pretty close right here with 20 seconds of overtime left. I'm pushing hard for his last tower. He actually played a free spell that wasn't so smart right here. And Giant is finally gonna be able to clutch it, so definitely a stressful battle right there, but if you come away with a victory, I guess that's not so bad. Okay, so for our next battle, we are going to be facing off against Stanny Annie, and it looks like she has a deck pretty similar to the Jason deck, which I featured on my channel before, and which you may have seen in the Helsinki tournament for Clash Royale. Giant is starting off for Stanny Annie with some minions and some archers behind that they actually do a huge amount of damage. I definitely wasn't ready for it with my counterplay right here, so we're gonna have to make up for the first tower lost already so early in this battle. At this point I was like, well, maybe just lag out of this one and go ahead and play the next battle, but I decided to try to not give up so early, stop the Hawk Rider in his tracks right here and just outplay Stanny for the rest of this match and see if we can come away with the victory. So let's go ahead and outplay our opponent real quick. Sounds easy, obviously it's not quite that easy. You have to rely on your opponent making some mistakes. Other than that, it's obviously not possible. If you play against somebody who plays good all match and you're down 1 crown tower so early, so then it's yeah, over most of the times, obviously. But for this battle, we're just gonna see what we can do. Obviously, 1.5 minutes left is a lot of time. And the first giant balloon push once again did some nice damage right there. Tower's already down so low that it will go down to a balloon hit and something else causing just a little bit of damage. So not looking too bad right here, but first we're gonna have to take care of his push. The giant actually got off 2 or 3 hits, I'm not quite sure. Which is huge damage ever since the damage for the giant has been increased. You definitely don't want that one to get to your tower. But my mini P.E.K.K.A. also got a hit off, so that's pretty nice right there. His Hawk Rider, however, is storming my tower again. But I can't really focus too much on defense right now, as I have to get his tower or her tower down first. Balloon going in and doing the job for me. First tower down, it's 1-1 right now, and it's time to stop this huge counter push. I am having to play all I got right here. Huge value for the arrows, actually. Those came in pretty clutch right there. And at this point we're down only just a little bit. But the Hawk Rider once again is starting to ruin my plans. I have to place down the minions and the spear goblins to try and save as much as I can. And let's go in with the balloon and see what we can do. So the spear, notice this is one of the very nice plays you can do. Once one tower is down, you just go with either both giant and balloon in the middle, or you put the giant in the middle and the balloon on the left. And this one was very close, but we were able to pull it out and fight hard all the way through the end. And sometimes it will get rewarded. Those are actually the sweetest victories in Clash Royale, and maybe yeah, all sports or all games you can play, period. When you're down all the time, you have a nice finish and come away with a victory. That's obviously the best. Okay, so for our last battle for today, we are going to be facing off against Flo Zio. Sorry if I just butchered your name, but you're probably not going to watch this anyways. We are starting off with a baby dragon, some spear goblins. This is actually a pretty nice push, guys. If you never did this before, baby dragon with some spear goblins behind is pretty cool, because the baby dragon splashes down other goblins or spear goblins that are in your path. It's pretty tanky, although it's not quite a giant or a royal giant, but it's alright. And the spear goblins behind also do some very nice damage if they are untouched, so that's definitely a nice play. If you never did that before, definitely try it out. yeah, it's a nice play. The baby dragon is actually able to counter the skeleton horde. No, it's not skeleton horde. The skeleton army right here, and the prince is also. So huge value for the next baby dragon as well. Looks like we already got some damage on both of his towers, and now it's time to move in with our main push. The balloon and the giant, you know it by now, are going in and seeking to destroy his tower. Minion horde is actually probably the best counter against giant balloon, but it was a little bit too late, and some spear goblins of my own behind also did some work. Yeah, once again, guys, like for the cannon placement right here. So you're back to like right now. We're not in the negative anymore. Good placement right there. Countered the Hawk Rider nicely. Didn't get a hit off. And the left tower is pretty much down. I can either play the baby dragon right now or some minions or just see what he does. And that's what I'm gonna do because I'm obviously in the lead and the Royal Giant needs to be chunked down as quickly as possible right here. And we may also do something to keep him on his toes. So the balloon is going in right here, gonna get a hit off. And while he's distracted on the right, spear goblins are taking down the left tower for the 1-0. So we're definitely looking strong right here. Now we can just sit back and play defense, see what he does. He's trying to switch it up on me to turn my attention away from the right tower. But I'm obviously gonna focus on the Hawk Rider first, as that is much more dangerous than the Valkyrie, which can just be taken down by some minions, as you saw right here. Royal Giant is coming in with the skeleton army behind. Didn't butcher that one this time. And the mini packer takes it down, and actually looks like this is going to be a nice 2-0 victory. Definitely played a little bit strong, and yeah, sometimes you just have to throw down the BM cannon in the end. Actually, he decided to give up on this one, and yeah, 3 crowns victory. So pretty nice, guys. If you enjoyed this video and once again the comeback on YouTube, leave me a like. Once again, I already requested it like 18 times this video. Leave me a like, share it with your friends, and I will be back soon with more videos. Let's go ahead and show you the deck that I used. Just if you want to copy it or screenshot it, it's right here. So that's gonna do it for today. Back with an extra long video for you guys. I hope to see all of you back here soon. And until then, I'm out. Peace.